What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay. So for the last few days we have been desperately trying to get on some fish and we have not been successful at that. We've traveled all over Arkansas actually trying to catch some, and there's been a few different factors that have been factoring into us not catching any. It's been very warm here in the state, and we've also been having a lot of lake drawdowns, which has kind of got the fish kind of in a funk, and we just, like we said, we've been off of them. We have not been catching much of anything at all, not worth putting a video together at least. So what we've done against our will is travel back to this giant spillway that we have been fishing quite a bit recently. We're here because we need to get a bite and we need some much needed fishing mojo moving into next week, because we don't want another week like we had this past week. No. It's been very rough. So anyways, we're gonna head down there. Hopefully we can catch some fish. Hopefully some big old slab crappie are down there today. I don't know, we've been catching some little ones down there, but hopefully we can get some big ones because that's what we need. Also, we're excited about today's fishing trip because we got some new rods in the mail a couple days ago that we're eager to try out. So let's get down there and let's see if we can catch some big ones.
Start the fishing trip off. We just got here and I've already got a keeper.
Yeah, that's a really nice solid black crappie. What color did he eat?
He ate this one.
Oh, he ate the little orange and chartreuse little guy? Look at that. That's a cute little jig. Hey, good job, Jay. Give me some. Let's get some more.
Oh, I got one. I thought it was hung up on a rock. There's my second fish of the day, and this one's going to be a little bit short, but hey, I think we're off to a good start. We've literally just been here for like 5 minutes. We've already got 2 crappie. That's exciting. Oh, I got another one. Oh, this is a good one, I think. Yeah. Look at that! We got our second keeper of the day. I'm really liking this fast action so far. Hopefully we can keep it up and fill this bucket up.
Yeah, that's a nice white crappie.
Yeah.
I think the first one's a black crappie.
Yeah.
And what color was he on? Was he on the chartreuse?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got one on the orange and chartreuse and one on just the straight chartreuse. That's fantastic.
Woohoo!
Why didn't give him a toss?
It is wrong species. That is a very pale bluegill. Dang. Oh, there's some color. There's a little bit of purple. But not much. See ya.
Fish on, your boy is hooked up. His first fish. Not a big one, but it's the first crappie I've caught in a minute. Jay's done already caught like 3. Woo. Tiny little black crappie to get started. Got him on the orange and chartreuse little pepper tube. Just barely felt him thump it. Probably because he was a tiny fish. I want to catch a keeper like Jay. And really, to be completely honest with you guys, I want to catch something big. I don't care what it is. I just want to catch something big. Like that rock, that felt good for a second. Rock felt good, a big old rock. Just kidding, don't want to catch a big old rock. I want to catch a big old slab crappie or a drum, catfish, buffalo, something big. There we go, let's go. Let's go, I think I got a decent one. I think we got a decent one. Not bad, not bad. Not quite a keeper, but not bad at all. I'll take that. Solid white crappie. We'll see you in a bat.
Whoa, there we go. What do we got here? Is that a slab? Hey-oh! Check it out. Oh gosh, don't get away. I think this is gonna be my biggest one of the day so far. So he is definitely going in the bucket. Woo! Biggin. Ooh. What the heck? Okay, I did not even feel this fish bite. Didn't even feel the bite. Just lifted up my rod and he was swimming with it. But he's gonna be a little short, just a little small guy. See ya. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That looks like a keeper. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped him in this hole. Don't leave me, no. Woo! That was close. Oh my goodness, it scared me. All right, sorry buddy, I meant to put you in this bucket.
Well guys, things are going kind of okay, but not super great all at the same time. Jay has had a pretty good little rally at the very beginning. She caught like 10 fish. I think she got like 4 keepers, which was awesome. And I thought that we were gonna catch a whole bunch, but the bite has just fizzled out on us. I only caught like 3 or 4 crappie. They were all small, nothing fancy, no big ones, no big nothing. Didn't even get hung up, so it's just not going well over here. We only have about 30 minutes of daylight left, and we're gonna try to maximize the time we do have left by going up to the top of the dam and then crawling down to the front side where we fished in the last video and see if there's any crappie hanging out there on the front side. I'm not sure if there are or not, but I think if we stay here, we're just gonna be disappointed with the result because we're not getting bit anymore. It's been about 30 minutes without a bite and we ain't got time for that. So we're gonna go to the new spot. We'll catch you guys when we get there. Well, as you guys can see, we did not make it down to that second spot yesterday afternoon. We were going across the dam, looked down, we saw some anglers down there fishing the spot we were gonna fish. So we just decided to call it and head back to the house and get some rest after a long days of fishing, which you guys did not see as we tried fishing 3 different spots that day all across the state. And we had to go back to our trusty spillway to get the job done. Although we didn't catch that many, Jay secured 4 keeper crappie for us to clean and have for lunch today, and that's exciting. And so I'm gonna show you guys a different way you can clean fish. I usually just fillet them with an electric knife or the hand knife, but we're just gonna clean these guys an old traditional way. We're just gonna scale them, cut the heads off, clean them whole, and fry them up that way. It's gonna be delicious. And these guys aren't super big, super slabby, so they make perfect candidates for that clean job. So let me show you guys how that works. We'll put our little mini slab here on the cutting board, and I grab my knife first. Don't want the knife first. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get a big tablespoon. That's a really nice spoon for what we're about to do, nice and cupped. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your slab down. You can hold him by the mouth, you can just put your hand on his head, and you're gonna rake these scales off of the body from the tail to the head, just like this. And of course, a bigger, more cuppy spoon is gonna make quicker work of this, but this is a really fast process anyways. So we got all the scales off that side, flip the fish over, get the scales off here. And you could definitely do this with larger crappie or any game fish that you catch, but we just prefer to do it with smaller crappie most of the time. Okay, we've got all the scales off. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut the head off. You'll just stick it right here at his butt, cut, angled to the top of his head, move the head, throw it in your gut bucket. And then what's inside is just a few guts. Reach in there, pull those out. And then we got to rinse these scales off, but basically we are done. You saw how fast and quick and easy that was. And we have a nice whole fish that we can clean. Now this guy has bones, obviously we have to pick around, but it's really gonna be delicious. And it has a little bit of a different flavor when you clean them this way, so really good. We got 3 fish left to clean. Let's get them cleaned up real quick and get them ready to cook. All right, right here, ready to cook the fish. We're gonna be frying these guys up like I mentioned earlier, and let's show you guys the way we're gonna make them extra crispy and extra delicious, because frying whole fish can be difficult at times. So we've got some flour, we've got some cornmeal flour mix, we've got some eggs that we've whisked up, we have our fish, and we have our secret spice, the Slappy Mama, and we have our reservoir here full of hot grease. It's ready to go. So we're gonna start off by putting all of our whole fish into this bag of flour. We're gonna get them all evenly coated. I think they'll all fit in there. We got them all rinsed up real nice in the sink. And we're just gonna shake this up, jostle them around a little bit, get them all covered up. All right, I think we got phase one complete. Let me move this bowl out of the way. And now, the kicker is, we are going to then take our fish. Ooh, we're gonna kind of shake off some of the excess. It's kind of crazy. Covered in flour, and we're gonna dip it in our egg whisk. So let's try to get that as covered up as possible. I'm just gonna get a little bit messy. We'll rinse off in a minute. We want these fish to be nice and crispy and delicious. Okay, so that's the messy part. And then we're gonna throw them into our cornmeal flour mixture. You can use any sort of fish fry. This is what we had on hand. We were out of our favorite fish fries, but this is a very delicious way to cook them. And then we'll just give them another jostling around inside the Ziploc bag. And let's see what he looks like. And that, my friends, is a well-coated whole fish. This guy's gonna be super crispy, I feel like. And the egg yolk is gonna keep everything all combined, everything stuck together. And I think this is hot enough. We'll just drop him in there and see if he sizzles or not. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about it? And now we'll just repeat the steps with our other fish. The worst part about this is definitely the egg yolk getting all over your hands and the flour getting all stuck to your fingers. But I promise you guys, if you're not doing this already, it's definitely worth it. Like if you're cooking your fish and you're not getting it crispy enough the way you like it, just dunk it in and give it an egg wash bath like this, and it will be super crispy. Let's get our first fish out and let's add our next three. Dang, that dude looks good. Man, that sucker is golden. Here, let's lay him on the towel so we can really look at him. Is he on both sides? Oh, look at that. Perfectly golden, crisp, crunchy. That's gonna eat good. Let's get our other three in the fryer, and then we'll let that guy cool off and we'll give him a taste test. While these guys are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and give this guy a taste test because I honestly just can't wait much longer. It's kind of cold outside and it's cooled it off well enough already. So if you've never eaten the fish this way, we'll show you guys how to kind of pull it apart. So first we'll just take the bottom fin off. Oh man, look at how flaky and juicy that looks. Wow. Then we'll take the top fin off. And you can actually, here, let me show you guys something. You can actually nibble on these fins. It's kind of like eating a potato crisp. You just go, Just tastes like the fish batter, but some people love it. Some people think it's kind of weird. I think I love it. Anyways, so then you have your two pieces on each side, your fillets, and you'll just kind of pull them off. So you can kind of see where it's creased in the middle. You just kind of just fold that in half. Ooh, it's hot on the inside. Ow. Oh, that's hot, boy. Hold on a second, let me get this fork. I'm gonna kind of butcher it a little bit. Anyways, so that's kind of what you're kind of pulling off. You have some of the skin that's fried up, and you're pulling off pieces of the fillet. And man, that is steaming. That's gonna be good on this cold morning. Here, let's do it. Ready? Here, hold on a second. Hold on a second, we need a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Dang, that's fresh, man. Wow. That is so good. It's a nice like change of pace. Like we've been filleting fish like crazy, you know, eating the fillets, frying them up. And this just has a different taste to it. It has more flavor. I feel like it's because it has the bone in. You know, with everything, when you leave the bone in, it gives it more flavor. That's really good. You know, some fish maybe you don't want more of the fish flavor, but for crappie, you want all the flavor you can get. Definitely a way that I recommend you cleaning and preparing your fish next time if you haven't done this already. Jay, you got to get a bite of this. Now, Jay, you got to be honest with the folks at home. Tell them that this is not your normal preferred way of eating crappie fillets.
It's not. I normally like to eat boneless fillets, but this does look pretty dang good. Yeah, it's really good, and there's no bones in that. Jay just doesn't like to eat around the bones, which I don't blame her for that. Okay, here we go.
Yeah?
Oh my goodness.
That's good. You caught that fish. You provided for the family yesterday.
Well, you know, Flab Queen. Oh my goodness.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So crunchy.
Yeah.
He You guys definitely have to try it this way. This is so good.
And meanwhile, these guys, they look ready. We gotta get those guys out. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at those. Look at that. That is some good eating right there. This fish lunch is gonna be so good, and it would not be possible without Jay's professional crappie angling skills.
Well, a slab queen's gotta do what a slab queen's gotta do.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay. We are out here on the creek today. We're gonna do some fishing for some bluegill, do a little catch and cook for you guys. We had a little poll up on our YouTube community tab and asked what kind of video y'all wanted to see this week, and y'all said that y'all wanted some catch and cooks. We love doing the catch and cook, so that works out great for us. So today it's pretty windy. You might can hear the wind noise kind of blowing around, the leaves are rustling. So we couldn't get out on the main lake today, so we're tucked away back here in this creek in the woods. Makes it a whole lot easier to fish and a whole lot easier to film. And we're hoping that the fish will be biting today. It's sunny, it's warm, but there's this front coming through. It's gonna be really cold tomorrow, so we're gonna try to capitalize on a hot bite while we can. So hopefully we catch some big bluegills for y'all. If y'all are excited for today's episode, do us a favor, hit that like button for us. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up all of our future fishing adventures. With that being said, we've got some work to do. Let's get after it. Got him? Got him. That's what I'm talking about. Second cast of the day. How big is he? That's the question. Here he comes.
Show yourself.
Hey, not a bad one.
Yeah,
definitely not a bad start. Like, you were in a tough situation, you could definitely keep that size of bluegill. But since they're biting really well, it seems like, we'll catch a couple and see what the average size is. And if we're struggling to get some fish that are bigger than that, then he might find his way on the stringer. Good job, Jay. Way to go. Get a good look at him. Beautiful fish.
Number one.
Is he cold?
Very.
Very cold. See ya. Hey, put her there. Good job. Gotcha. There's my first fish of the day. It's a little pipsqueak, little bluegill. Dang. That is not what we're after today. We need something about twice that size to go on our stringer. But I'll take it to start the fishing trip off and get that nice, beautiful golden purple coloration. Beautiful fish. And he is freezing cold. Let's get something a little bit bigger here. There we go. This might be a keeper. This might, oh yeah. Yeah. Get up here, we did it. Now that is the quality size bluegill that we are after today. This is a really nice sized one, and you can see he's very beautiful. These light, pale, like kind of peachy and purple and yellow colors. Just perfect. Got that big old chunk of nightcrawler hanging out of his mouth. You know, we've caught probably 5 or 6 bluegill already that haven't been the right size, but if we can continue to get some more of these, we'll have a nice mess for supper. So let's get him unhooked, let's get him on the stringer, and let's get back out there. Oh, he's already on it, no way. That feels kind of decent too, honestly. Do we have our second keeper? 2 fish in a row? Boy, looky there, we do. How about it? How about it? We're on the big ones now. Look how purple that one is. That guy is super purple. Beautiful fish. Let's get him on there. We're 2 for 2 now all of a sudden on his keepers. Clip him onto this little trusty little chain stringer here. And there we go. Got 2 fish on there now all of a sudden. That feels like a nice one. Come on, be a good one. Be a good one. Oh yeah, how about that one? Oh, we got doubles. We got doubles. Jay's got a good one. How big is he? We got doubles.
Golly.
Oh, he looks real nice.
Golly.
Oh, it's because it's a big old shiner. Holy smokes.
Man, I thought I had me a dandy.
I thought you had just like a big old reddy or something. A big old shiner.
You tricked me.
Man, he did not fight like a shiner. I thought it was a big old bluegill for sure.
No.
Dang.
Dude, he put up a really good fight.
Man.
Dang.
Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it? We could have had 2 of these big guys. All right. I guess you can send him back.
He's pooping.
Ooh. But meanwhile, I've got another keeper right here in my hands. The bigger ones have started to bite a little bit. We were just catching little tiny little dinks at first. Now we're getting to some size. I'm excited about it. All right, let's see how long it takes for us to get bit. Okay, we just landed in the water. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, 3. Like 3 fast seconds, not even probably 3 real seconds. The action is insane. Just got to capitalize when they bite though. We got to get them. We're missing a bunch. And what's weird is sometimes we'll cast it out there and as soon as it's the water, it just goes straight down. And other times we'll just play with it a lot. I think there's more little ones out there than we realize, and they're just kind of just messing with the worm, and then eventually a bigger fish comes in and bullies the little fish away from the bait and takes it in, just like that right there. Oh gosh, that's a nice one. Please be a bluegill. Yeah, just like that. Another nice one. I mean, it was sitting out there just getting like played with by little guys, and all of a sudden just went boom, went straight down. Oh, that's a good one. Is that a good one? Oh, yes, yes. Finally. Get up here. Woo. Nice job, Jay.
Finally, I got one that I can put on a stringer. I have been missing so many fish. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think they've just been little ones. You've been in little fish land, but finally, big guy decided to show up, and you got a good hook in him. All right, let's get this big guy back on the stringer, and let's get back out there. We need a few more fish. We'll have a healthy dose of bluegill for dinner tonight. Little ones moved in. Doubles. You're not allowed to see. We can't tell you how many times we doubled up already today, but this one is legendary. Look at how big. I'm just kidding. Look how small my fish is.
Mine could eat yours.
Like, and yours is not a big one. Jay's fish is not big.
No.
But this one here, I mean, shout out to the size 8 little hook. If we weren't using this tiny hook, I would have never been able to see this cute little guy. Man, he's got to go though. Hey guys, take a look at Jessica's fingers. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. He getting nasty.
Gross.
That's got to be good for the baby, right?
Yeah. Building up his immune system.
Building up the baby's immune system is right. Eating all this good fish. All right. We'll see you later, big guy. Man, this has been so much fun. How many fish do you think we caught today so far? Like 50?
50?
50?
Yeah, I'd say 50.
And my GoPro is right at the 1 hour mark.
Ooh,
that ain't bad.
That's not bad.
That ain't bad. Been fishing for an hour and landed like 50, maybe even 60 fish. It's nuts. It's about a fish a minute. Get him.
Oh, that's
That's a big old shiner. That's a big old shiner. That's a big old shiner.
Oh.
I don't know if it is. I think it is though. He's digging like one.
Feeling like a shiner.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's another shiny boy.
Hey.
That's a giant shiner. We should have brought a bait bucket. Should have brought like another bucket.
Yeah.
We could have been throwing these shiners in a bucket to use for bait. Cut them up, take them catfishing. We're kind of on a catfish kick right now. We caught those catfish the other day and we've been wanting to do some more of it. It's just been so windy. Man, that makes some good catfish bait. Let us know in the comments section how many fish y'all have caught on shiners in the past using them for catfish bait. We've caught quite a few. Big old guy.
She is right
Yeah,
there.
that's the golden part of him, Jay.
I know.
It's the gold. The Notomagonus. Chrysolucas. Let's go. All right, guys, I think we've done all the damage we're gonna do out here in the creek today. We've caught a bunch of bluegills and we've got some nice ones on the stringer. Let's turn this camera around and show you guys what we're talking about. All right, pull them up, Jay.
Woo!
Oh, baby. Look at that. A whole string full. How many did we keep? Like 10?
10, I think.
10 exactly, I think.
2, 4,
I hate to lie to y'all.
10.
10.
I think.
10.
Unless I missed one.
10, we probably caught 100. I don't know. We caught a whole bunch. After we said we caught 50, I think we caught like another 50 more. We've had a great time. We got some beautiful blue. They've changed colors now. They've been on the stringer for a little bit. You can really see they're really nice colors. And you can see how this one here, I think that's actually a hybrid between a bluegill and a red ear now that I see it. Now it's kind of colored up. You really can't see that red ear. But anyways, let's get out of here. Let's get these guys cleaned up. We'll catch you guys back at the house. All right, we're back in the house now. We're in the kitchen. We're about to get dinner underway. We're gonna keep things very simple and very classy today in the Harkin household. We got our fish here in the bowl, just a few of the fillets. They turned out really nice, just nice, beautiful little white fillets. And so tonight we're gonna be making some spicy fish in the skillet, and we're gonna be putting it over a bed of rice. So to make it spicy, we're gonna marinate it for a little bit in this Slap Ya Mama little sauce right here. Then we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of Slap Ya Mama dry seasoning on top of it. So it's gonna make it nice and spicy. It's gonna get us all warmed up because we're a little bit chilly. For some reason our house is just not getting warm. It should be warm, it says it's 75 in here, but it's not. It's very cold. Anyways, the rice we're gonna be using is this simple little whole grain medley of brown and wild rice. Should be good, cooks quick in the microwave. Very non-labor intensive, and then to go with it, we're gonna put some microwavable broccoli in the microwave also. Like I said, keeping it super simple and classy tonight. So let's get started. Let's get this all put together, and we'll catch up with y'all once we get everything on the plate. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Excited for today's episode because we are out here early. We are walking down the shoreline of this river and we are making our way up here to this big spillway where we are hoping to link up with some fish. I'm mainly targeting the striped fish today, that being the white bass and the striped bass. You know, it's springtime, this is the time of year where you can catch those fish. I haven't been down here to this spot in a while. It's been a little bit too high for me. For my liking, it's been raging, but the water has come down. It's cleared up a good bit that I'm seeing, and it just looks good. And it's been warm, and I just feel like it's a perfect recipe for us to catch some fish today. I've caught a lot of fish here in the past, and I'm looking forward to doing so again this morning. We're currently walking across some pretty sketchy stuff. I mean, look at all these sticks and debris that have washed up since the water was up really high last week. Gotta make sure I don't poke my toe into something like a snag hook or a snapping turtle or something that could be up here on the bank. But we're almost up here to where we're gonna be fishing at, and I'm excited to get a line into the water. I've got two rods with me. I've got my green pole, my HTC Crappie Stix. This is a 6 foot 6 inch one piece, and I've also got a fly rod with a Clouser minnow, and hopefully we can catch fish on both. So guys, if y'all are excited to join along with me on today's fishing adventure as I traverse across these sketchy rocks, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and let's see if we can get some big striped fish on the bank and on our stringers and then on our tummies. Let's go. Oh baby, right there. There we go. Get up here. Woo! All right. That did not take long at all, and we are on the board. Our first white bass of the day. We're fishing this really hard current seam. It seems like to me that there was going to be some, they'd be stacked up right there. It's like the only calm water. It's not that calm, but it's calmer than the rest of it. There's our first white bass of the day. We're going to keep some. I'm gonna throw the first one back for good luck. Oh, there's another one right at the bank. My top jig was out of the water. My top jig was literally out of the water when that fish bit it. That was on the chartreuse curly-tail grub. That's our second white bass right there, guys. That's awesome. Man, if they're that thick, I should be able to catch them on my fly rod. We'll definitely bust that out here in a little bit. I'm gonna start off with the conventional tackle. I have a stringer in my pocket. I honestly wish I had a 5-gallon bucket. The walk is so treacherous. I just didn't want to haul out a bucket of fish I had to worry about spilling. Woo! Oh man, we're on some babies. We need to get some bigger ones. Need to find some bigger ones. They've all been little white bass. So the first couple of white bass I caught were not that small. That's a tiny little guy. There we go. That's a better one. A little bit better. He's a long, skinny guy. I guess just spawned out. I want one just a little bit bigger than that. A little bigger than that, which is like my first one I caught. And I'm gonna throw him on the stringer. Start getting that situation figured out. There we go. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. There we go. That's what we want right there. I was just shaking it right here in the current. That is a big one. Oh, baby. That's the white bass we were after right there, guys. Big old white bass. Oh, baby. Get up here. Oh, watch out for my fly pole. Now that is the tank white bass that we are after. Got a little bit of something going on up there on his dorsal. That is nice. So when I'm figuring out, I don't have a lot of room to work with. There's enough current that I can just literally just shake it right here in front of me. And they'll come and get it. I don't have to reel it. That's awesome. This one's definitely going on the stringer. I just got to figure out how I'm going to attach it to something so that they don't swim away. I could tie it to my bag. Hopefully it's long. Yeah, it's long enough. This is just some rope that I found the other day. I threw it in the back of my truck in case I ever needed it. And today we need it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put him right here. And I'm gonna tie him to my camera bag. And as long as I don't get too many fish on here, they shouldn't pull the camera bag in the water. That should be good. All right, one big one down. There we go. Oh, that's another good one. That's another good keeper. Another good keeper, just finessing it down the current seam. Oh yeah. He hit the top jig. Man, these are some hard fighting fish. One might grab that bottom jig if you ain't careful. Woo, flip him up here. There we go. Second good keeper white bass. He bit the trusty orange and chartreuse crappie magnet. Whenever I'm double jigging, if I'm using a grub, I usually like to have the grub on the bottom and then, you know, a non-grub plastic on top. I feel like sometimes when you have the grub on the top jig, it doesn't really swim right. And I like to shake it. I like to impart secondary action, so you put that crappie magnet on top and you can just let it dance in the current. Kind of zigzags back and forth. Oh, there we go. You know, I kind of changed my angle a little bit on that one. I was reeling up the banks of the current. I'm kind of trying to point this out to y'all. Let go, don't bite my jig tail off. Another nice little white bass, not gonna keep. So obviously the current is ripping right through here. But then about right there, my finger's pointing at, is where it's bending. And it's making a sharp turn towards the bank and then it's coming back to me. And then kind of right here is kind of where it's swirling a little bit. It's kind of picked up a little bit in speed. They might have let some more water out. But basically I just cast it out there, let the bait bend back to the bank, and I was reeling it kind of fast just to keep up with it because it's not deep. And then just working the bait over the rocks. You know, the water temperature is not that cold anymore. And these fish are up here looking to feed, so they're aggressive. So I don't have to reel it super slow. I'm just trying to keep it above the rocks, out of the snags, and in the fish's mouths. Oh, we smoked it. Smoked it. Smoked it. Just kind of holding it there in the current. Oh man, these fish are fighting good this morning. I'm gonna throw him on the stringer too. This is gonna be our smallest of the 3 fish on the stringer, but he's still a good keeper sized. Just have him on there for some insurance, just in case. I think the fish are gonna bite pretty well all morning. It's supposed to be kind of cloudy. But just in case, for some reason they quit biting. There we go, another white bass. A little guy. We're looking for some more bigs, but we'll take it. I mean, I'm literally just letting it drift and just shaking it, barely reeling it. Because if I reel it, I'll reel it all the way in. We don't want to do that. I'm ready for a striper or a hybrid to enter the chat. There's got to be some down here. I was fishing below a different dam. on the same river the other day and I caught a nice striper. So there should be some running up in here too. That's the only way it works. It's in my truck. Oh, Big Daddy, Big Daddy, Big Daddy, Big Daddy.
Oh, that's a
Big Daddy. It's a big white bass, I think. Oh, it might be a drum. Oh, it's gosh. It's spinning. Oh, it's a drum. Oh, trying to break my rod. Well, I thought we had something interesting just then. It is interesting. Drum are very interesting looking creatures. I think it's our biggest fish of the day. Nice little drum. Not nearly as tasty as a white bass, so we are going to send him back into the blue. Or I guess this is the brown. This water is definitely not blue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that might be another keeper. White bass, definitely gonna be another keeper. Look at that bend. Look at the rod. Look at the action. Big boy. Woo! That's what you want. Some meat. That's a quality white bass. Whee!
I want on flat daddy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what did you get there?
I think it's a big drum boy. I think I got down there by the bottom. Could be a flathead. Oh, it's a jumping drum.
I saw that.
You see that thing jump? Look how yellow he is. Look at that thing. That's like a redfish.
Oh, it's all red.
Woo! He looked a little bit more golden when we first hooked him, but he's got some good color to him. That's a pretty drum right there. Fat, healthy, just down there eating shad. Crappie jigs. I just wish that they tasted at least a little bit like redfish or speckled trout. You know, all those fish are in the same family, but why do we get the short end of the stick here? Look at these not very good tasting freshwater drum. Oh baby, there we go. I just got hung up and lost my my bottom jig. I fished a single jig back out there, and we're on. I think I kind of like the less weight on here. I was thinking I like the heavier amount of weight to kind of fight this fast current, but I want to cast up there, and this lightweight allows me to kind of bounce it off the rocks a little bit better. It's a good little white bass. There we go, another good one right there at the bank. That's another good keeper right there, guys. Oh, he's got his head stuck in the current. He can't even turn him. He got that thing choked. He can't even move. He's got that thing eating so good. Come up here to me. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Swap to the blue and chartreuse, just kind of show him a little something different. And that is a good one. I need a bobber. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This is a nice one, guys. I can't even move him. Look at him. I hope that's a white bass. It's probably a drum, but it could be a white bass. I think it's I don't know. What I got, dude? Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that thing.
The whole front, man, bro.
That is a huge white bass right there, guys. Oh my goodness. That's a lot better. Guys, look at this unit of a white bass. I definitely think that's our biggest of the day. You know, I got snagged up a little bit ago and I lost my bottom jig, and I just been throwing a single, and I can't even get him on pin. He's hooked so good. Jeez, and I think that lighter weight is allow me to really work it in the rocks a lot better without getting snagged. So I think I'm gonna keep on doing that. And that is just a big old white bass. She might be post spawn a little bit, might be spawning. I think I'm actually going to send her back. I've got like 7 on the string so far. We're gonna send this big girl back into the river and we're gonna get back down there so we can get some more. What a nice fish. Whoop. Heck yeah. Okay, doing a quick little color change. I caught the last few on the little blue and chartreuse. We've been here for a little while, caught several fish. I'm gonna swap it up to the pink and chartreuse. The good thing about this spot is I don't feel like there's a limited amount of fish that you could catch because there's just all this water swirling, of all this water out here, and there can be new fish cycling in and out. So for the ones that may have been here for a little bit, we're just gonna try this right here. It's the pink and chartreuse crappie magnet. Let's see if it makes a difference. There we go, that worked. That worked. Oh, he's a jumper. That worked, yes. That's another good one. That's a healthy one. Another good stout, good eating sized white bass right there. I'm gonna string him up. I'm gonna count him up to see how many I have. Okay, stringer check, stringer update, guys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A couple might be females, but most of those are males. It didn't feel quite too heavy to carry out, so you're doing good. We might keep maybe 1 or 2 more on there. Oh yeah, another nice white bass on the glow pop crappie magnet. And it can be feast or famine with this color, but whenever they're on it, they are on it. That's 2 good ones in a row on the glow pop. Huh. Oh, I swapped him up on him. That's a biggin. I just swapped it up on him, dude. If that's a white bass, it's a biggin. Oh yeah, it's a big white bass. Another big old white bass. Oh my goodness. He chomped that thing. I put a big bait on. He honestly is not as big as I thought he was. He's on it, and he's honestly going on my stringer too, is what's about to happen. Oh, he's peeing on me. Look at how he got that thing. Every time I swap jig colors, I get bit instantly. This time, we swapped to a 3-inch bright Mr. Twister curly tail. And he was all about it. Okay, I think we have enough white bass now to suffice us to keep. Now, if we catch any other like random crazy species, like a sauger or a striper or maybe a crazy catfish or something, we might throw them on there. But that is definitely enough white bass for us. It's a good amount to carry out. All right, guys, we just made the hike back up out of the hole from the spillway. We got all our fish. I think I have 8 or 9. I could have 10. I'm not exactly sure, but they were quite heavy to pull up. They're all, you know, some are over 2 pounds, some are probably right under 2 pounds. Got some really good fish on here. So we got about 20 pounds of fish here. They weren't the easiest to carry up those steep rocks, but we made it. A little pro tip, guys, if you were ever making a stringer, you should always make a little handle. That's just a piece of driftwood I picked up off the bank, wrapped it up, made it a lot easier than wrapping this all up in my hands. But anyways, got some nice fish. We're gonna continue the walk back to the truck. We're almost there. And we're gonna get these fish back to the house, get them cleaned up. We're gonna cook them up something special for y'all tonight. Thank you all so much for watching the fishing portion of today's video, but I will catch you guys back at the house. All right, y'all already know what's about to happen in here tonight. We've got some of our white bass that we got all cleaned up. That's just a little section of them. Over here we got some taco shells, some taco seasoning, and we got our skillet all preheated with some melted butter. We are going to add some of these guys to here. We're gonna put those in here, and we're gonna have some white bass tacos, and they're gonna be delicious. Those are gonna be fresh, and we have been craving some tacos. So let's go ahead and whip these bad boys up. So on these fillets, you can see I trimmed off all the red meat. It's kind of what the fillet would look like if it was whole. You got your big side, you got your little side. The red meat is down the middle. You don't want that because it doesn't taste very good. Perfect amount. So we'll let all these white bass fillets cook up. Once they're fully cooked, we'll start letting them kind of flake apart, and we'll add the taco seasoning. The oven just dinged a minute ago. We're preheated, so let's put those taco shells in here. And I cannot wait to devour some white bass tacos. One of my favorite things about cooking this particular style of fish tacos is just that it's super easy to make. It takes no time to whip them up. I mean, it probably took like 15 minutes, and now we are rewarded with a nice, delicious taco. So inside of this, we have our white bass seasoned up with just regular, straight-up taco seasoning. We've got some avocado. We've got some Taco Bell hot sauce, and that's basically it in this one. You can definitely add some additional items, just kind of things we have at the house right now. It's kind of missing a few things I would like to have, but that's a great way to enjoy a fish taco. So if you've never tried fish taco, I think this is a really just simple and easy recipe that I think that you would like. But if you are a fish taco connoisseur and you have some different methods of making them, let me know down in the comment section. But we're going to take a bite of this thing and see how it tastes. We've got several more we need to put together. I should probably hold my plate right here because, as we all know, first bite of a taco usually goes everywhere. This thing is hot. This thing is fresh. See how good it is. Man, you know, I thought that the white bass bite down there at the dam today was really good. It was good. This taco is exceptional. It just kind of makes everything just that much better. You know, we caught so many fish today, probably caught close to 30, if not over 30 fish. And then we get to come home and enjoy them today. We can eat some more white bass tomorrow. We can grill some up, we can fry some up, because we got a bunch of fillets. But yeah, that is awesome. Howdy guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a crazy one for y'all today. What y'all are about to witness is truly a spectacle. We have traveled up here to South Missouri for the Missouri Trout Fishing Opener. We came up here last year, got a first taste of it. I didn't know what to expect, and it was wild, and I think it's gonna be even more wild and crazy today. In front of me, we have the magnificent Roaring River, and also in front of me, there's about 6,000 people lined up on the bank, shoulder to shoulder, ready to get on some trout. I mean, it's literally gonna be insane. Like the first hour, I don't know how many trout are gonna get caught, but it's a bunch of them, and there's gonna be some big ones caught, and we're here to hopefully catch a few ourselves. We're mainly gonna be throwing a trout magnet. I already got one here rigged up. I've got my favorite color on here. It's that sassy color. It's the Salmon Fix and pink laminate. Got underneath an easy float on some 4-pound SOS line, and we're gonna see what we can get into today. I'm excited. The horn's gonna go off at 6:20. The horn's gonna go off at 6:30, and we're gonna start casting. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be insane. I can't wait. We drove all the way up from Arkansas to do this, and I'm looking forward to getting some fish. So if y'all are excited for today's adventure, just a huge favor, hit thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and in 10 minutes, it's going down. Oh, out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere, David.
Hey, good job.
You like that one?
I like him a lot.
It's slow and steady. Slow and steady. You know, there was about, oh man. Let me get him. He gone. You know, there was a couple of hundred more in here about 30 minutes ago. Oh, 2 in a row? Are you kidding me? 2 in a row? A little agitated one. Pink and white. Get up here. And these things are thick. That last one wasn't very thick. Look how blue he is. Look at his back. Look how blue his back is. Okay, we're gonna send. Oh, David.
It looked fun.
You had to get you some, huh?
Yeah, it looked too fun.
They must have just stocked some new ones in here for us.
Yeah.
They must just open up the pipe.
That's it.
So I just caught this one on the cotton candy trout magnet. David's got his on a sow bug, I think. Oh yeah. Pick him up, David.
I'm scared.
Nice, David. We've had to resort to just twitching them. They're not hitting with the float because we're not really in any moving water. We're thinking about relocating here in a minute.
And you'll get snagged.
And you'll get snagged
if it stays
up.
out there for too long.
That's the truth. So let's see the colors. This is one I'm working with. Pink head, pink and white body, cotton candy, chartreuse head.
My hook's bent out.
Bent out hook. That thing straightened you out. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy. Oh man, did you see that? Did you see that? He thrashed at it, missed it, but I didn't miss him though. I pulled the David. This is how David catches most of his trout.
Yep.
Don't let the Instagram pics fool you. He uses corn and hooks him, wacky rigs him. Oh, he's slapping me.
A lot of times I don't even hook him. I just reach in there with my hands and I say, hey, come here.
Hey, that's good for 3 in a row. He wanted it. He definitely wanted it. He tracked it down. Yep. I mean, you see it happen like that. That's what happens whenever you do hook them that way. They're underneath the float. They tap it with their head and they're like, nope. That's another one. What's wrong with that one, David?
Nothing's wrong with that one.
Nothing wrong with that one. First cast was Sassy. He brought Sassy back out. Sassy. I'm gonna string him on there. David's hooked up. He's over here twitching him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So sorry. Sorry about no. Our buddy can't control it.
Did you get him?
Well, we broke off.
Oh, okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh. 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 Oh, don't give up on me. He got him. Yes, sir. That fish went for it like 7 times. Oh my goodness. Come here. Twitching. Little sound bug. All right. Got us another little trout. The sun is up now, and we are in full twitching mode. Send him back. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one, David. Right off the bat, man. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, little guy. Woo! Gotcha. Yeah, the net makes it way easier. All right, that's a tub. Did he come off in the net? No, he's still hooked up. He swallowed it, dude. Where the heck is the bait? Oh, it's in the net. Got us another beautiful rainbow trout. He's trying to freak out. Gotcha. Gotcha. Got you. We are at the end of the fishing section of this river, way downstream. We're in some really good looking trout magnet water. Got the float back on. He's got some sort of like abscess or something on him. I don't even know what that is. Got really, really light leader on, so I can't just boat flip him like I was earlier. Come here, little guy. I got you. Look at that. There's just another Roaring River rainbow using the sow bug color, and I have drifting the magnet about 4 feet beneath the float. Got a cool little waterfall section right here. Another pretty fish. Gotcha. He's running. Come here, big baby. Man, that looks so cool. We got a little bit of a bird's eye view on that one. Another chunk. There are a lot of quality trout in this river. They don't put them all in here super dinky size. There's this another nice Roaring River rainbow. I'm not sure, maybe we've caught today. We've kind of lost count. Down there's got some kind of weird sores on him, but it's a cool place. It kind of almost has like an urban feel right here. Had that feel obviously up there by the hatchery, but down here the water looks a little bit more conducive to these trout magnets, fishing them the traditional way, and I like that. I gave it a little twitch and some slack water. I just had a feeling that one was looking at it, and he was. Soundbug's been doing them dirty since the sun came up. I think it's because everybody and their moms out here throwing paint. It's a little something different. We were throwing paint earlier. Soundbug doing it to them. Oh baby. Oh baby. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. Oh snap, we got doubles. Oh no, he broke me off.
Oh snap, we got doubles. Oh no, he broke me off.
Dang it. Oh man, it was a big one. David's hooked up. We almost had doubles. Oh man, I had a big one, dude. Broke me off. That one went down on his and got underneath the chin. That's okay. It's on the D2. Dude, I had a big one. Yes, biggest of the day. Probably like an 18.5 incher.
Well, I caught that one.
Yeah, you caught that one. I gotta retie a new bait on. Yeah, yeah, it was a big one. He broke me. He broke me. Oh, I got one on it. Got one on it. Got one on it. Come on, get it. Get it. Come on, baby. Eat it. Oh gosh, come get it. Come get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. He wants it. Oh gosh. Oh, got it. Fish on, baby. Is that a gar? It's a gar. I got a freaking gar. All right. All right. Started off right there. Got a little spotted gar. He's about to thrash. He's about to thrash. Get the hook out of there. There we go. First fish, a little spotted gar. Gonna get back out there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fish on. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that a gar? It's another gar. It's another gar. Oh man. Another gar. I thought I had something big. Smashed it. Swapped it to a popper and got ourselves another toothy critter. And try to get that out without him getting me. And there we go. Second fish is another little gar. This is actually a short nose. The last one was a spotted gar. A little bit bigger fish. A little upgrade. You know. Got him, got him, got him, got him. Stay out there. It's another gar. They keep getting bigger. Go, guys. Third fish. Another spotted gar. This is the biggest gar I've caught so far on that popper. Gonna have to get that hook out of him before he puts it in me. Let's get you free. Here we go. We started off with a small spotted gar. Then we caught a little bit larger short nose. Now we got ourselves a pretty decent sized spotted gar. Not exactly the target species, but I'll take it. I'll take anything out here today. Send him back. Oh, I had something. I had something. Here he comes. Got him. Got him. That's a snake. That's a snake. I think it's a snake. It's a snake. Yeah, buddy. Oh, he's cute. Cute little baby snakehead. Look at that. That is so crazy. Got him on that popper. He's got all 3 treble hooks in him. What a crazy looking little fish. And there's more of them sitting right there too. Heck yeah, dude. I think my pliers are in my bag, but I have no idea.
These guys are no fun. I had one swallow that popper and it wasn't having it.
Look at that crazy fish, y'all. He's not a very big one. This is only the second snakehead I've ever caught. But I'm tossing him up here on the bank and we'll deal with him in a moment. We'll get back out there so we catch another one.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, do the deed.
Yeah, they will come back in the water.
Got it. Oh my God, it was a giant. No. No, that was a giant. Fish on. Biggin, 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 biggin. Stay on. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Is it another gar? It's another gar. Are you serious? It's even bigger. Freaking A, what's a guy gotta do to keep these big old gar off the line? Whoa, there we go. Ah, yes. Look at there. That's our biggest gar so far. I thought I had something different, but that's another nice one. Big old spotted gar. Gonna send it back. Oh, those guys are so sticky. Bet my hooks are bent out. Actually, they're not. Surprising. Man, that fish looks so big. Oh, oh no! I know, I should probably... Dang it. That was a bigger one. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, he wants it. God, dang it. It's right here. I know, they ain't getting it all the way. I might could shake it over the grass. That was a different one too though. I gave it to him, he just didn't have it.
They don't like it, man.
No, he liked it. Oh no, he likes it.
He likes it.
He liked it, dude.
They don't like the hook, bro.
I like it. Oh no. About to eat my leg off.
It ate your leg.
And he didn't yet, he's about to. Dang, dude, he's right here. That was a smaller one. I feel like all 4 bites went from 4 different fish.
Are they all pretty decent?
2 are more decent. That last one right there, he was bigger than the one I caught, but he bit right here at the bank.
Yeah, there's a lot of small ones in here.
I gave him a second, see if he wanted it. Here he comes, do the nasty. Do the nasty. Do the nasty, he's looking at it. Oh, I'm about to do a little slip and dip on you, bro. That's it. I need my fly rod, bro. You should have told me. You should have reminded me. You said, hey, Cole, you should have brought your fly rod with some popping bugs that they can't miss.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not the whole thing is.
Can't miss a popping bug. I don't give a flip. I'm just trying to get bit. Oh, dang it. Saw another one. There's one right here on the bank. Got him, got him, got him, got him, got him. On the frog, on the frog. Oh, he came off. No, it was a bowfin. I had a bowfin on the frog. Yeah, in that hole. I'm gonna pop that plopper in there. I just started yanking on him too hard.
They've been insane. Oh.
Oh, come on, baby. I'm about to give him another cast. He's still following it. Let me get that back in there.
Yep. That's when I come out here and find mud snake.
Eat it.
The water's over the road.
Oh! Oh, biggin! Giant! It's a snake! It's a snake! It's a bowfin! It's a snake! That's a snake!
That's a huge snake!
Yeah! Let's go!
There's your huge snake! Oh
my gosh! Dude, baby! Giant snakehead. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the fish been chasing after all afternoon long. I've had many failed attempts, had him bust my frog, had him bust my popper, wasn't able to hook up. Finally put on this little whopper plopper and was able to put it through a little hole in the weeds, and this guy got it, and that's a big one for out here, right?
Oh yeah, very nice one.
He got that thing so good right at the bank. Like, we were just talking about how we're fixing to have to go. We're just chilling, and oh my gosh, look at that snake. Dude. Look at that thing. That is so crazy. They look just like Burmese pythons with their coloration, and they've been so hard to hook up with. I have some ideas for the next time we come out here. I think that'll work to catch them, but man, that was awesome, and I am stoked. We're going to bonk this guy, knock him out, and then we are going to get on out of here because, as y'all can tell, it has gotten quite dark. It's been a long afternoon of fishing, and yeah, I'm stoked that we were able to catch this fish on pretty much the last cast. So wild, it's epic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Excited to be with y'all today. We're back out here along the banks of this river dam, and I'm hoping to catch some fish. We've got really great weather conditions today. It's nice and warm. It's been warm the last couple of days. The water's a good level. It's actually got some clarity to it, and it's just a perfect recipe to catch a bunch of different fish species, and you know that that's what we love to do. We love to multi-species fish, and there's a chance we can catch upwards of 10 or 12 different species a day if we're lucky. But this is how we're gonna do it. I want to start off today talking about the rig. This is, I feel, very crucial to our success down here, is to throw this rig. And you've seen us throw it a ton. It's just your simple, standard, double jig rig. I've recently been rocking a curly-tail grub on the bottom and a crappie magnet on top. They seem to really love a curly-tail grub in these river discharges and dams and spillways. It's just, I don't know, I think there's just something about that curly-tail that stands out in the river, and it gets their attention and they grab it. So throwing it a lot in this kind of chartreuse and pearl color. I've also been throwing a straight pearl, and kind of the same thing with the crappie magnet. I've been throwing like just some shad colors, a little bit of chartreuse, just kind of mixing it up. You never know really what color they like, but that's kind of where I've been starting at. I've also been throwing it pretty much exclusively on this rod. This is the 6'6" ACC Crappie Stix, one-piece medium. I love this rod. It is just fantastic. If you're hooking something really, really big and crazy, you know, like a big old buffalo or a giant striped big catfish, it might not be the rod below the dam, but recently I've been just catching, you know, white bass, some smaller striper, and crappie, and it's perfect for that. I've been running a 1,000 size reel, spooled it with some 5-pound braid, and I've been using 8 to 10 pound leader, just depending on how high the water is and how jagged the rocks are on that day. But with that, we're gonna gather our gear. We still have a lot of it loaded up in the truck. We're gonna go down there and start fishing. There's already a few people down there fishing, so hopefully we can find a good spot and start catching some. I'm feeling really optimistic about this, so if y'all are excited for today's adventure, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more, and let's see if we can put some fish in a bucket down here below this dam today. Let's go. Oh shoot, got one. Fish on. Fish on. What's it going to be? I think it's a drum. Fighting like a drum. It's a drum. It's a drum. First fish is a drum. Actually, not my first fish. Oh gosh, what do? You like snag himself up? It's actually my second fish. First fish is off camera and it was a crappie. I'll show you that right there. I'll show you the crappie here in a second too, but oh gosh. Oh my gosh, it's about to be bad. We got him. It's a tubby one. Look at the thickness on that little guy. Got a little white grub. First fish on camera today is a drum. That's a really pretty drum. Got to give credit where credit's due. That is a nice one. We're gonna send him back. Show you guys my first fish. It's already in the bucket. Look at this. Look at this big old slab. Woo. Almost dropped it back in the river. Look at that, you can see it's a nice white crappie. It's kind of dark though. Looks like it's got a spawning colors. Maybe they're starting to spawn out here. The water temperature is not very cold. I would say it's probably close to 60 degrees. That's a beautiful black crop or white crappie. Gonna toss back in here and see if we can't catch another one. I'm rocking the double jig as always. I've got a crappie magnet on top, just a white and chartreuse, the chartreuse double cross jig head. And on the bottom, it's got a white grub. It's hard to beat a white grub down here below these dams. This time of year, everything likes a white grub. And I've got it on a pink double cross jig head, both 16th ounce. There's some little minnows flickering right here beside me. See if we can't get some more and see what all the river has in store for us today. I'm very excited. Oh gosh, he smoked it. Gosh, dang, he's going the other way. I feel like this is probably a white bass, but it might be a drum. It's a drum, golly. He smoked it. And he ain't even that big. He just bit it and went the completely opposite direction. Tried to jack me up. Definitely not like the first drum we caught. The other one was super thick, round. This one's kind of skinny. He's not really much smaller in overall length. But still pretty good color though. He's just a little skinny. He was hoping that was a real minnow. Toss him back, get back in there. Uh-oh, that's a big fish. Maybe not. I didn't feel him bite it, so I don't even know what this is. Oh my gosh, it's a big old giant crappie. Oh my gosh, look at that slab. Woo! That's a donkey, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Look at how big that black crappie is. I didn't feel the bite. I just loaded up on the bottom. I thought that I had snagged like a big old rough fish or something, but no, it's a big old slab black crappie. That thing is huge. The dimensions on that thing are insane. He's probably 15 inches and just round. What a perfect fish. Oh my gosh. He smoked that grub on the bottom. Man, I wish I would have felt that bite because I bet it was awesome. Oh my gosh. I was expecting to catch some more crappie after catching that first one, but I wasn't really expecting to catch one like that. That thing is huge. What a beast. I'm gonna put him in the bucket. Dadgum, son. Just a basic, just pearl little minnow grub. That's crazy. Let's catch some more. Hopefully some more will turn on once it gets a little bit darker. There's a little something, something. Is that another crappie? I think it's a white bass. There we go. There's our first white bass. It took us a little bit to get one, but we got one. We got one. Not a monster, don't tear my bait up. He's trying to tear it up. Don't do it, don't you dare. Nice little white bass, probably a little male. There's been some big females down here, so it'd be fun to catch some of those, but I'm seeing some minnows start working by the bank. That probably means they're getting chased by these guys and other fish, so we're gonna send this guy back. And we're gonna see if we can find another one. And one bigger, big mama white bass, or even a striper. And some stripers down here too right now. That'd be fun to catch on the ACC. Big old striper. Which, by the way, I'm rocking, as always, the 6'6" one-piece medium ACC crappie sticks. This is my favorite, one of my favorite, just all-around fishing rods to come down here and fish the river. Sometimes I get a little scared. There's a bunch of big fish hanging out here. I might opt for a little bit beefier of a rod, but right now it doesn't seem like there's a ton of monsters lurking. There's more crappie and white bass, and I prefer to catch them on this setup so I can enjoy the fight a little bit. And it's just better for my overall presentation because, you know, I'm using a light braided line. I'm using a 5-pound braid. I'm using 8-pound leader, and don't want to overpower that with a stiffer rod. Sometimes we have to, but right now I think we're okay. But if we start getting broke off by some big stripers, big hybrids and stuff, I do have a bigger rod we can swap to. But if you'd like to check out the ACC crappie sticks, I got them linked down below in the video description, as well as all of the lures that I'm using, including the crappie magnets, the grubs, our crappie magnet bundle. It's all down there. Go stock up on some stuff for this spring. Oh gosh, right by the bank. That's probably another drum. Oh my gosh. Maybe not, maybe so, probably so. He's acting like a drum boy. He bit the top jig too, that dirty dog. His first fish on the top jig, he gobbled it. Dadgum, son. Oh, don't break me off. There we go. So far, everything had been on that grub. We finally got one on the crappie magnet. That's just straight white and chartreuse, that pink jig head. And that drum smoked it. That's our biggest drum of the day. This one here's got brown eyes. Most of them, they got blue eyes. That's kind of cool. He's got brown eyes like me. That's weird looking. I'm not used to brown-eyed drum. I don't know if I've ever caught one. I'm sure I have. Got 2 brown eyes. All right, I'm gonna send him back. There went my pole. All right. Got a little uptick in the action all of a sudden. That's how this place is too. It's very timing oriented. You know, the water's constantly changing, and I feel like it's removing fish from the area and also bringing in new ones. And sometimes the current can be a little too strong, and then sometimes it gets perfect, and that's when you get bit. There we go. That was crazy. That was a swap. Oh my gosh. Well, if y'all didn't see what just happened, I'll tell you about it right here. I bit my thing off. So I just made a rod and reel change. Got a nice white bass. Here's probably a big male. Might be a female. I think it's a big male. Biggest white bass of the day. And I swapped it to my 13-foot jigging rod so I could put it right out from the edge of the bank and kind of keep it in position instead of having to bring it back to me every cast. And I put a black and chartreuse crappie magnet on there, just kind of makes things up. I've been throwing shad colors, and literally first cast, I thought I kind of maybe had the bottom, but I didn't. It was a nice white bass. I need to put some slab bites inside of that eye hole jig. I think I got some in my pocket. Yeah, I do. We're gonna do that also. But that was cool. First fish on the jigging rod. That might be a player as it gets later, because a lot of times these fish will move up really shallow when it starts getting dark. And it'd be an effective way to just reach out there and keep the bait in strike zone for a while without really worrying about getting hung up. Because you can really feel what's going on. We're gonna pop some slab bites in there. The other poles don't have the eye hole jig heads on. Now we got some scent. I think I'm gonna leave this bait on there. It's a little broken, but I think it'd be all right. Let's see if we can do that again. Not sure if he bit it just because it's a different color, or if he bit it because there's a better presentation. Oh my gosh, oh, it's a shad. I snagged a shad. Well, that is what's down there, and that's what the fish are eating. Small little baby gizzard shad. I'm gonna wrap some of him on my jig too, get a little shad scent on there. I feel like I had a bite, and I missed and just pulled up and I hit the shad on the way up.
Basically got an interview, then he got the job.
There we go, another one. That's got to be a white. No, is that another drum? How many drums are down there? I mean, these drums know that I love them, and that's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever caught this many drum down here without catching the same amount of white bass, but we will take it. I'll take anything right now. I would like to get a couple more crappies so I have some food to eat, but with that big slab, we pretty much have dinner secured, or lunch. So I'd like to get a couple more white bass, and I would really like to get a sauger or like a Kentucky spotted bass or something. We'll see what happens. Kind of casting out there is kind of pointless, and you don't want to like jig it like that really. You can, but you'll probably get hung up. There we go. That's another drum. That is a, oh, what you got? What you got? You got a tank? I got a drum. Jacob's got something big. Jacob came down here to join me tonight.
It's not that big.
Jacob's got something big. What you got?
I don't think it's that big.
What you got? You got a drum boy too? I hope it's a big old white bass. I'm gonna throw my drum back. Oh, look at the tank on that drum. Golly. Probably don't boat flip that one. You need a net or a gaff? Well, Jacob lost his fish at the bank.
Hey, I touched it. Right?
He touched it, it doesn't count. It doesn't count unless you hold them and you can see their eyeballs. Send them back. These drum are acting up this afternoon. Next one's gonna be a big old white bass. Oh yeah, that might be a drum. Dang it. I mean, yes. I mean, I'm so happy. It could be a 4 pound, could be a 4 pound crappie. Oh my gosh, look at that sucker. He ain't a sucker, he's just a drum. I think that's our biggest of the day now. He thumped it like a crappie. Oh man, he might be a she chunky. Spawn is on down here at the river for the drum. That's a pretty one. Oh, this drum got brown eyes today. I feel like they normally have blue eyes. Maybe because it's warming up. The water's a little murky and they got these brown fins. I mean, dark brown eyes. I mean, they're handsome. Big old drum. That's our biggest of the day for sure. He's probably 3.5, 4-ish pounds. Really hefty. Let's give him a nice little beautiful riverside release. Ooh, I like that one. You're working it like a Ned rig. Oh gosh, there we go. Bit it on the surface. That's a white bass, isn't it? That's a white bass. Come to Papa. That's like our 4th white bass of the day, I think. I was honestly expecting to catch a bunch of these, be the primary fish species, but so far they've been outshone by the drum. We're gonna send him back. Not really looking to keep a bunch of white bass today. I'll probably keep some at some point, but saving some room in the bucket for crappie and maybe that lucky sauger or a striper or a flathead catfish. Uh-oh, Jacob's hooked up. What you got, dude? What you got? You think it's an old drum? Think it's an old drum?
It might be an old drum.
Oh, look at him.
It's an old drum.
It's an old drum. Dude, you landed that one. Oh gosh. He smoked that white grub. That's a beauty. That's a good eater. Oh.
Glad that
I don't know. I'm glad that went in the water. I think that was just pee. You scared the pee-pee out of him.
Oh, come on now.
That is the good thing about drum. Once you hook them, they're hard to unhook. You don't lose them. Bye. Bye. Heck yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a crappie. It's a crappie. Let's go. I didn't feel the bite again. Like they are biting it so subtly. That's another nice crappie right there, guys. Not as big as the last one. The last one was a monster slap. That's still a keeper. Nice white crappie. That's what we're after. That's the table fare we want. If we don't have to eat the drums, we don't want to. Throw them in the bucket. We got 3 amigos in the bucket now. If we can get like 5 crappie or like 3 crappie and a sauger, I will feel like great about it. We got this like, don't quit asking her for her fish. Catch your own. Oh snap, that's big. That's big Bertha right there. Oh, there's 2. Oh baby, there's 2 on there. Dude, I got 2 fish. I don't know how long I'm gonna have 2 fish, but I got 2 fish on there right now. Oh, come on. Look at him. I gotta land these. I gotta land them. Got him. Heck yeah. And this is why I like to use the double rig, because you might catch 2 at one time. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, it's awesome. That really happened out of nowhere. I guess there was a school that just swam through, because it was literally at the exact same time. I felt like a double thump or a big thump. And we got 2 white bass. One on the bottom, it's a pretty good one. The other one's a little smaller. But that is sweet. I wish they were double crappie, but I'll take it. That's cool. I'll toss him back. Toss this little guy back. All right. Oh, Jacob's on. That's the biggest fish you ever caught in your life, dude. What is that? Oh, he finally got you a nice one. Got you a good breeder. Look at that thing. He's a chunk. That's a chunky white bass. Oh, we bit the crappie magnet. Bit the killer clat.
Okay, come on, dude. Fish number 2, 3, or 4.
2, 3, or 4. That's a chunky white bass. Okay, so the white bass numbers are ticking up. We've kind of got an even ratio now between white bass and drum. We need to get these crappie fired up. We need to catch a sauger. We need a weird fish. We need a wild card. Oh baby, that's a crappie. That's a crappie. Big old crappie. Oh no, it's not. It's a big old white bass. I think it's our biggest white bass of the day. Oh my gosh, look at the giant sides on that thing. Oh, that's big mama. That is big mama. Come to daddy. Ain't that crappie magnet? Not you. That one is a tank. It's a giant. She slurped that thing. Ugh. White chartreuse crappie magnet. It's like a 2 by 2.5 pound big female white bass. That's awesome. Come on, baby. What are you? Fighting kind of different. Fighting kind of different. Fighting like a white bass now. Oh, 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 oh. Had to get turned around. He was turned the wrong way for a second. That's another nice thick one. That's a good one. Actually not as big as I thought he was. It's had some tenacity. Oh, she got a tummy. Look at that. That's what it was. Yeah, she a bulldog. Look at that tummy. That's a good one. Okay, we're gonna send the white bass back. Looks like some white bass water.
So this one,
Oh, there we go. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Jacob's trying to sabotage me. It's another white bass. We've caught nothing but white bass for a while now. Nothing but white bass. Just put me a fresh jig on. My other one was all tore up. You like that fresh jig? Can we catch something besides a white bass to finish this up? Possibly. I think it's likely. We're due for a crappie. We got 4 crappie. I feel like we're due for a 5th one. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one to end on. Good solid white bass. Get up here. I was hoping to get at least another crappie, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. So many of these little white bass, and finally got another good one. Get up here. That's a good way to wrap it up right there, guys. Solid white bass. Last one on the curly tail grub, close to 2 pounds, bit of a good fight. We caught a bunch of these. We probably caught 20, 25 of these. I caught 10 drum. Got those 4 crappie. That's a good afternoon out here on the river. Ooh, look at this plate of food. Doesn't that look good? Tonight we have crafted our own gourmet fish taco rice out of the fish that we caught yesterday afternoon. Also, some of these are from some fish that we caught later that night. You're gonna be seeing that video coming up really soon. It was epic when the lights went out, but we had an awesome afternoon catching a bunch of different fish species, and we have, like I said, got ourselves a magnificent plate of food. Now we've got some just some 90-second rice on the bottom. We've got our fish. We've got some avocado, we got seasoning, taco seasoning, we got some taco sauce all up on there. The only thing it's missing is maybe a little bit of like cilantro or something, or some lime. Like a shot of lime would be like really good, but this is what we have to work with. And we're gonna go do the official taste test. It's very hot, it might burn all my taste buds off, but I can't wait any longer. Get a little bit of everything, look at that. That rice had like some lentils or something in it. I don't honestly even know what a lentil is, but we're about to see if it's any good. It looks hot. It's freaking amazing, guys. I always say that like every time we eat fish, that whatever we're eating that time is like my favorite thing to eat. But honestly, I think this is my favorite way to cook fish and eat it on a consistent basis. It's, you know, it's not too heavy like when you fry it. It's just really, really good. But we're gonna sit back and enjoy the meal. Our kids are getting a little rowdy, so we're gonna attend to them also. But we hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, do us a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out the links down in the video description to the gear we were using. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.
That was cute for me.